Dylan Windler, who sat out that game, is back in the lineup for the Cavs in their wine uniforms. Celtics wearing white. Tip is up, and we are off and running. Harrison Twins have been on the fringe of the NBA since they left Kentucky. There's our first bucket of the game. Robert Williams in the starting lineup, not Grant Williams. He wears 44, entering his second year in the NBA.
Tremont Waters, nice move.
And there's Tremont Waters, was nicknamed back then. There's Waters, hands it off to Williams, who's an explosive athlete. Pretty good footwork down low, and the bucket for Robert Williams. Mitru Long, wearing essentially his college colors from Iowa State. Played well in the first game, sat out the second game. And I think what we all took away from his initial appearance is that this is the guy who's going to make the right basketball play as Waters knocks down the three.
He's going to be playing with a lot more talent than he ever could imagine. And so you got to prove to the coaching staff you can play with him. Like then, opportunity for a hockey assist.
Back comes Harrison. Hesitation as he works on Windler, who stayed in front of him nicely. Long goes the other way. Past Yabusele, reverse layup is good for Mitru Long.
Feet 2¼ inches, the highest on record ever at the NBA Draft Combine. He shot 74% from the field for his career. That's 4 collegiate years. That is also an NCAA record.
Thing that he does, man, and he protects that rim. And I'm telling you, when he gets post-up position and you give him the ball, he knows what to do with it.
Waters off on the three. It comes out to Ray. Here's Ray. Back to Carson Edwards. He is not tall, but he is solidly built as Williams gets his first bucket. Kendrick Ray will pull up for a deep two, just grazes the rim. Green comes down with it. Williams, basically a trailer three. It's off the glass and good.
You got to call it, Grant.
That booing,
you know he's got game.
That booing, by the way, was simply because Taco Fall left the contest for the moment. Here's Ray flying in for two. We'll try it again. It's moving. So are the Cavs. Corner three, up and in.
Tough
moving
shot.
well. Anthony Lawrence gets the Cavaliers within 5. Good back cut by Green, and he hammers it home. 10 seconds to go. Cavaliers reset out front. Good defensive effort by Green. Max Strus comes away with it. It's Onuaku and one.
Depending on who takes that shot, but I'm sure he would rather see the ball move a little bit.
Waters. No, Withers, excuse me. As well as Tremont Waters, the number 51 overall pick. Lawrence has already knocked down a three, and he's hit a second. Working with Robert Williams, slipped it to him. Williams can't get it. Onuaku turns
nice
and
move.
Connects.
Nice jump hook.
Onuaku.
Big fella, if you can do that, you don't need the Euro step.
Played in parts of 2 NBA seasons out of Louisville as Booth knocks down the jumper and gets the foul. To Robert Williams. Lawrence in front of him. He lost the ball. Hits the deck. Out to Strus for 3, and that's why Strus is on this roster.
Of drafting guys that already have the DNA of playing hard and playing together.
Zusman comes back and answers with a 3 of his own. Yovel Zusman.
Coaches want to see. He made the right play. Look at that excellent
Well, he made the
play.
right read.
Yes.
Read that pass like a comic book.
Yes.
And here's Onuaku. He sets the pick for Waters. Can't connect. Fall tracks it down. Finds Strus. He'll take it inside this time. Blocked by Bolden. He'll get it sooner or later. Long over to Windler. Rookie steps in. That's blocked by Fall.
Welcome.
John Elmore out of Marshall handling the ball now. Strus with another 3-point opportunity, and that's off the front rim. Ball on the offensive board. They'll throw it down. Doesn't take much to jam that home when you're 7-6. Celtics lead it 39-26. Windler, that's clever with Fall at the rim.
That was kind of tapped in by Taco Fall.
And he's got 4. There's Fall in the high post. Not there to score. He is. That the guy can play, right?
Yep.
See somebody of his size, and then you see how he moves, and he understands principles and knows where to be on the floor.
This kid is still in the eye of John Beilein, the way he pass, shoot it, and his overall knowledge of knowing how to play.
Green up top to Fall.
Taco Fall is a lot better basketball player than what people give him credit for.
Elmore to Green, inside to Fall. We'll see how he is in the post. He's good.
I'm telling you.
Taco Fall.
This is your first time really seeing this kid play. Are you surprised?
First time I've seen him in person.
Yes,
sure.
He's a lot better than what you would think.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a nifty move by Long. Went to his left, finished with a spin shot on the right side.
Man, again, if you haven't really studied his game, you just think he's more of an entity, a novelty. A guy 7'7". Yeah, he can block shots because he's just tall. Skilled basketball player. He actually knows how to play.
Yeah. Harrison with a 3 on one end. Yabusele swats that shot away on the other, and a steal by Green, who steps in. He's in traffic. Down to Waters. Trailer is Harrison, just knocked down the 3. Yabusele swats that shot away on the other, and a steal by Green, who steps in. He's in traffic. Down to Waters. Trailer is Harrison, just knocked down the 3. He'll hit 2 in a row. And the energy level in the building shot up dramatically when Taco Fall stands up from the bench even. Abdur Rahman with the first shot of the second half, and he connects. And Robert Williams gets up there to grab that one, rebound. Carson Edwards, no hesitation.
That's what I've been waiting to see.
Abdur Rahman out to Bolden. Ossetkowski hands it back to Windler. And the Rook knocks it down. Catch and shoot for Dylan Windler. This is the point in Yabusele's NBA life where he needs to show something here in Summer League.
Yeah.
Windler with another one. He's feeling it right now. Inside to Yabusele. Banging with Ossetkowski. Goes to the reverse, and that's the good footwork from
there you go.
The man that some call the Dancing Bear.
Making the right decisions.
I think that's the thing that stood out for me as we've watched him a couple of games now. It's not necessarily the scoring skill, it's his feel for the game.
He said it when we had John Beeline on a couple of days ago. He said this kid is going to lead the team in hockey assists. And it may not be hockey assists. He may be up there in assists because
they've been here in Vegas. They've gone to shoe shows together. The bond is increasing, and as you heard Larry Nance at halftime, they're all here having their valuable quality time, and the chemistry is something that you cannot quantify.
One of those two guys have to start guarding. Let me see, Paul George, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, guys of that nature. Because one thing you understand, famous alumni that went to Marshall. I know you know this one.
Well, Mike D'Antoni.
There you go.
His brother coaches the team.
Yes, I knew you would know that, man. That was the easy one. Famous in their own right, but I say Randy Moss slightly. Randy's going to Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame.
Yes. Long for 3, got it. Devontae Green looked like he wanted Elmore to bring it up. Eventually gets it to him anyway. They run the lob for Green, and that's why.
He was just lulling them to sleep.
In Marshall history, not to mention scoring. John Elmore, Taco Fall back in the game. The crowd reacts.
Lob it up, throw it up to the basket. There you go. There you go.
Ossetkowski could only stand there and wait for the applause.
It was accepted.
Booth will try the 3 and knock it down. 3 beats a 2, so despite the hand for Fall, Cleveland comes out on top.
Playing our program, so we're here to see him.
That's terrific. Now, during this time, well, I had you. During this time, you know that the young players is an opportunity.
I feel like the fact that the Rockets are still a very good team, a very elite team, and they're going to have a lot to say with who wins that Western Conference. Again, at the end of the day.
And some of them do it really well. Manu Ginobili was great at that.
Yes.
Boris Diaw was great at that.
Yes.
Robert Williams.
You've seen a guy like Jimmy Butler, an all-star, one of the better two-way players in the league. And what's this, his 4th team now?
Yep.
Started in Chicago.
Right. Minnesota, Philadelphia.
And it helps Miami. It puts them back in prominence in the conversation. But I don't think just adding Russell with Jimmy depends on what else they can do.
And under 4 minutes to go, the Cavaliers need to make something happen on both ends here. Waters to Williams, in for the reverse.
You said that young man was a heck of an athlete.
And got the crowd going here. Windler off on the 3. Lead is 16, make it 18. Boston on the run, and it's Edwards with the finish. Here's the 2-time SEC Player of the Year, Grant Williams. That comes up short, back out to Tremont Waters. There's the lob to Fall.
Finally.
Taco Fall now a dozen points on a perfect 5-for-5 shooting night. Edwards breaks away. And Edwards with 14. Who's made a career for himself.
What you've seen between those two guys, Who do you like better?
I think Fall has more upside.
He's a better athlete.
Certainly, he's a much better athlete than Marjanovic.
I agree.
And he appears to have better post skills as well. It's crazy to talk about, but he's much taller and longer than Boban.
So if Boban has a contract and keeps finding a landing
Got a
spot,
career, yeah.
What do you think about Taco Fall?
Boston Celtics are going to come away with a 17-point win to move to 2-0 here in Las Vegas. Carson Edwards, as he's done so often, led his team in scoring.